Thank you.
Now Alim will deliver her speech. Thank you.
Well, our wonderful friend and assembly member, former council leader, former speakers, former councillors, community leaders, and current councillors, and our newly elected councillors and friends. Assalamu alaikum. It's really, really nice to be at an event to celebrate newly elected councillors, and I wanted to stand with all the women as well as the men because it's a day after International Women's Day, so you know, it's a really important anniversary. And also the second thing I want to say is it's been already mentioned, this is the month of the beginning of the War of Independence, and as Bengalis we are incredibly proud of the fact that our country had women leading the way and fighting in the war effort. And there are beautiful images, tragic images as well, of course, but powerful images of women who trained as soldiers during the War of Independence to win independence for Bangladesh. So, and of course the history of our country of origin is that we've had women leading the country. So when I decided to be a member of parliament, at first I was quite worried that the men wouldn't support me. I was absolutely terrified. I was absolutely terrified. And I'm incredibly heartened by all the support I had from the men in our community as well as the women in our community. And I'm incredibly, I'll never forget the support I got from fellow candidates. It's really hard when you lose, whether in a selection or in an election, but who got behind me afterwards and have always supported me. And many of them are here in this room, in this community, and I'll never forget that. I'll never forget the support that people gave. And I suppose my main message to new councillors is never forget the people who were there right at the beginning and who were there with you when nobody knew who you were, probably, right? That was my experience. It's really, really important to always recognise the silent support that we get from our community. And of course that comes from the first generation who struggled, who made our communities safe, who enabled us to be able to go forth and achieve what we've been able to achieve. And it wouldn't have happened without their sacrifice, their support, their tireless work. We grew up with those stories. Never forget those stories. I know you won't. And I think the thing that I will never forget also is when you start a new job, particularly in public life, whether at the local level or the regional level or national level,